The world is quiet. The age of heroes seems to be over. But in the silence, new empires are being built, and new armies are being assembled. The Avengers left a void, and everyone is fighting to fill it. The fight for the title of Avenger is not what you think it is. For months, the theory has been a simple one: a new civil war, a battle between two rival teams. But that is only the first move in a much larger and more dangerous game, one that will pull in champions and armies from across the multiverse. Welcome back to Vericade. Today we're moving past the surface-level rumors to reveal the multi-layered conflict that Marvel is building. A saga defined not by one villain, but by a world with too many heroes. We will begin with that civil war, because it is the Flashpoint. We'll show you the two core squads already being assembled, one built on public relations and control, the other on a sacred legacy. But from there, we will expand the conflict, revealing how the official arrival of the Fantastic Four and the Young Avengers transforms this internal squabble into a global Cold War. Finally, we will break down the terrifying Endgame, the subsequent formation of a secret council, an Illuminati, forced to manage a world on the brink of tearing itself apart. The evidence is clear, and the theory is more relevant than ever. This is the story of how the Avengers will be reborn. Let's break it down. To understand the war to come, we have to feel the silence left behind. The original Avengers are gone. This wasn't a retirement party. It was a traumatic shattering that left the world feeling like a child abandoned in the dark. The hearts of the team, Tony Stark and Natasha Romanoff, stopped beating. The soul of the team, Steve Rogers, is a ghost of the past. The rest are echoes, scattered across the cosmos and a fragile peace. That silence is a vulnerability. It's a wound that figures like Thaddeus Ross tried to exploit, not to heal the world, but to brand it, to own the very idea of a hero. This is the world Valentina Allegra de Fontaine inherits. And she doesn't see a wound to heal. She sees an opportunity. She's not here to inspire hope. She's here to manufacture it. Her plan in Thunderbolts was a masterpiece of cynical theater. She didn't just seize a crisis, she authored it. Imagine the sheer audacity to look at the godlike power simmering inside Sentry and see not a man to be saved, but a bomb to be detonated. She unleashed the Void, a walking shadow of grief and power, creating a televised apocalypse designed to be solved by her hand-picked cast. And so she gives the world what it craves: heroes returning in its darkest hour. But this new team, christened the New Avengers by Grateful Media, is a lie. They are a focus-grouped, wholly owned subsidiary of her ambition. Her roster is a collection of fallen angels and broken soldiers, each one a tragedy she can twist to her purpose. Yelena, fighting to escape her sister's shadow, desperate to prove her own worth outside of Natasha's legacy. Bucky, so haunted by the ghosts of his past, he'd follow any voice that promises a moment of peace, a chance to balance the scales. John Walker, a man so desperate to feel the weight of the shield again, he'd serve anyone who offers it, just to feel like he matters. And Ghost, a woman literally out of phase with reality, a living phantom desperate for a cure that Valentina can dangle just out of reach. These are not heroes united by a cause, they are weapons, each believing they are finally being given a chance to heal, to find redemption in the spotlight Val has created for them. But an idea as powerful as the Avengers could never be so easily corrupted. While Valentina builds a counterfeit team in the public eye, Sam Wilson is building a real one in the shadows. As Captain America, he inherited a sacred trust, and he will not let it be tarnished. His team won't be about control, it will be about inspiration. It's a direct response to Val's cynicism, a declaration that the title of Avenger is earned, not bought. So who does he call? Not soldiers, champions. He seeks out those who became heroes on their own terms, outside the system. Imagine the call to Shang-Chi, a man who stared into the face of a dynasty of conquest and chose to become a guardian. Picture him approaching Shuri, a queen forged in fire, who understands, just as he does, that a mantle is not a costume, but a burden of leadership. He'll need the street-level heart of someone like Ant-Man, who always fights for the little guy, and the cosmic perspective of Captain Marvel, to remind them that their struggles are but a whisper in a vast, screaming universe. This is a team built on character, not on command. And then there's the Ghost, the Wildcard. Doctor Strange's spell didn't erase Spider-Man. It erased Peter Parker, creating the ultimate anonymous hero, a legend without a life. He is a recognized Avenger, free of any attachment that could be used against him. Imagine the conflict. After losing everything, after seeing what this life cost his mentor, would he dare to hope again? Would he risk forging new bonds only to see them break? His very existence is a debate about the soul of heroism. Is it about the person or the symbol? He is a tragic figure, and his choice to remain a ghost or to step back into the light could change everything. This is the civil war we see coming, a war of ideas, a battle for the world's soul, fought between two rival Avengers teams. But the original theory posits that this is only the Flashpoint. This two-sided conflict is about to become far more complicated because new players are about to step onto the board.
First, the Fantastic Four. Their arrival is no longer a rumor, it's a confirmed reality. But Marvel also gave us a more immediate clue, a breadcrumb trail leading right to our current timeline. The quiet tease of their 4F logo on a ship in the post-credits of Thunderbolts. This wasn't just an Easter egg. It was a sign that their arrival is imminent. But where have they been all this time? The most compelling theory, the one that adds a terrifying weight to their arrival, is that they aren't just lost, they're the last survivors. Imagine a family of explorers who watched their own universe get erased, swallowed whole by an incursion. They didn't just breach the veil of reality, they saw it torn apart. They arrive on Earth 616 not as conquerors or simple heroes, but as refugees, the sole survivors of a cosmic apocalypse. They don't just carry warnings, they carry the ghosts of a dead reality. Their presence fundamentally shatters the two-sided conflict and alters the strategic landscape of Earth forever. And while the adults are drawing battle lines, a new generation is quietly assembling in the shadows. We saw the first seeds planted in the post-credits of the Marvels. Kamala Khan, armed with Nick Fury's intel, approaching Kate Bishop. This isn't a government program, it's a grassroots movement. They are the children of the original Avengers legacy. Heroes like Cassie Lang, who saw heroism in her own father. The children of Wanda, born of magic and grief. And others who have grown up in a world defined by heroes, but without a team to call their own. They aren't jaded or broken, they are hopeful. They won't be fighting for a title, they'll be fighting for a better future. A future the older generation seems determined to complicate. Suddenly, the board is transformed. It's no longer a two-sided war, it's a four-way Cold War, with multiple super teams all claiming to be the planet's true saviors, each with a different definition of the word. And this is where the theory reaches its terrifying conclusion. With at least 4 Avengers-level teams operating on Earth, all with their own agendas and immense power, the planet itself becomes a powder keg. How do you prevent them from tearing each other and the world apart? In the background, a manipulator like Dr. Doom could exploit this chaos, fanning the flames for his own gain, but the immediate threat is the heroes themselves. The only answer is a council in the shadows. You build the Illuminati. This isn't about arrogance, it's about survival. A desperate attempt to manage the unmanageable. Picture that silent room, the leaders of every major team brought together. Sam Wilson, Reed Richards, perhaps even a reluctant Yelena Belova. Imagine the tension. Reed, haunted by the loss of his own world, arguing for brutal pragmatism. Sam, trying to hold on to the ideals Steve Rogers fought for. The debates would be as explosive as any physical battle. Their goal won't be to fight a single villain, but to stop their own teams from annihilating each other. They will be forced to make impossible choices, to broker secret treaties, and to decide what moral lines they are willing to cross to maintain a fragile peace. And here's the final chilling piece of the puzzle. This wasn't a plan born of panic. It was a prophecy, a contingency. Hidden in Iron Man 2, a decade before the world even knew what it was facing, Tony Stark had a file. Illuminati. He knew. Before Thanos, before the sky ever broke open, he foresaw a threat so profound that the only response would be a secret cabal making unimaginable choices. He foresaw a world with too many heroes. The coming conflict isn't just a fight.
It's a test of ideologies. The new teams being assembled aren't just the next generation of Avengers. They are rival superpowers, and their clash will define the future of the MCU. The real question is, when the final battle arrives, who will be left standing? If you enjoyed these deep dives into superhero theory, consider subscribing for more investigations like this one. And now, I turn it over to a question from the original theory. When all is said and done, do you think Spider-Man will join one of these teams? Or will he choose to stay solo? Let me know in the comments below. It has been a pleasure exploring these possibilities with all of you. Thank you, as always, for joining the investigation. This was Vericade. I'll see you.